Let's take a look at this tweet from Jack Duffin. So Andrew Berry not messing around with getting big extensions done quickly. Denzel Ward, highest paid defensive back for 28 days. You see, he saved an average of $0.9 million by getting it done before Jair Alexander's. Myles Garrett, highest paid defensive lineman, 14 days, $2 million average dollars per year saved by getting it done before Joey Bosa. Ashley, I've said this a couple of times, and again, Andrew Berry showed it by the contract and the trade he made with Amari Cooper. He seems to be able to kind of see around the corner and see what's ahead in terms of what's going to happen in the next month, 2 month, year in the NFL, which if you're a GM, that's the trait you want.
You know, I've said repeatedly when it comes to this Browns regime, like the thing I have the most confidence in them is in regards to how they manage the cap. Andrew Berry, I think, and the people that he hires are just so good at this. People may remember around the time of the draft, I believe it was Easter weekend, Andrew Berry's wife, Britton, tweeted out some old notebooks that they found at from his mom's house, I believe, that he was managing the cap in like 5th grade. He was playing around. That was what he did for fun. So it's understandable, I think, why he is so good, like you were saying, at seeing ahead. And we know how the NFL works. Like this essentially becomes an arms race with these really good free agents. So it makes sense that Andrew Berry shows these guys he values them. He pays them well. Like we said, Denzel Ward was the highest paid corner at one point, and then other teams have to kind of rise and meet that. And we even saw the Browns do that themselves in the middle of the season. They extended Wyatt Teller. He became the highest paid guard in the NFL. And I believe a day or two later, they extended Joel Bitonio, and then he became the highest paid guard in the NFL on a per year basis. They're just really good, I think, at understanding what the market around the league is going to look like for these guys. And like you said, we saw that with Amari Cooper. They got him at a bargain when you look at what some of these free agent wide receivers went for this offseason so far. So overall, I just think you really can't commend them enough for how well they are able to sort of see into the future, predict things, and then show these guys, yeah, they're willing to pay for them, but they do it in a timely manner that it works out really well for the Browns as an organization too.
So we've alluded to it. The highest paid cornerbacks on average per season basis. And here's where it currently sits. Jair Alexander just signed that $21 million a year. Denzel Ward, 20.1. Jalen Ramsey, 20. Humphrey, Lattimore. And again, nothing in the NFL is going to go down. The salary cap is going up, so salaries are going up as well.
Exactly. And, you know, for a guy like Denzel Ward, I think that's part of the reason why it was maybe one of the biggest remaining questions of the offseason. And for me, it was honestly one of the only questions I really had about this secondary. The secondary was so good last year. I think Andrew Berry really took care of getting a lot of pieces last offseason, especially with Greg Newsome and signing John Johnson III. Like, those were some big time moves, and you kind of saw it pay off as these guys got used to playing with each other. And that starts with Denzel Ward. I think a lot of people knew this extension was going to be so important for them to get done. And obviously Denzel Ward's a great story, being a hometown guy as well, but he's coming off of a career year. So again, it just kind of goes to show the timing for the Browns on this was really well done. They didn't wait a moment too late, I don't think.